Paul Durso here, and I want to go over what we consider the benchmark for true retirement success. So before I talk about what you should really be using for your benchmark and retirement success, let's look at what we're actually using. And if you can't get a glimpse of what this is the three major markets, which is the S&P, the Dow, and the NASDAQ. And for whatever reason, we have now used this, and we have been using this for decades here in America to really help us get a gauge on whether or not we are actually having a good year or a bad year. Because based on these yearly averages, we will look at our own performance and go, hey, it's been a good year, we outperformed, or hey, it's been a bad year, we've underperformed. And even a month-to-month basis, or even weekly or daily, you might go, hey, we've done better or worse. Why is it that we use these benchmarks? I mean, what are they anyways? I mean, let's talk about the NASDAQ. NASDAQ is basically tech companies, which 25% of those tech companies is 5 stocks. Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and 2 others I can't really remember off the top of my head. But there's 5 companies of all the companies in the NASDAQ. It's 25% of its total return. So if anything happens to those 5 companies, like right now, Facebook's falling like off a cliff because they're under investigation, you know, the total index gets pulled down because of how strong that is. But for some reason, we've decided to use these indexes like the Dow, it's 30 industrials. The S&P is 500 of the largest companies in America, and we're going, hey, this is a great indicator of whether the market's going up or down. But specifically for you and for me, should we be using these markets as a real index of having success in retirement? And my knee-jerk reaction would be, yeah, because that's what we've been taught. That's how I've been measuring success and failure for so many years in my career. And it wasn't until actually several years ago that I've really come to find out that using these benchmarks is a bad thing. Now, let me explain. As we go over your retirement plan, this is Simplicity plan who most of you have. If you don't have one, please call us. We want to make sure you do have one. But as we look at an actual plan for a client, you're going to see in this column right here, you're going to see red. Okay? That basically means if we go from left to right here, we're going to have residual income, which could be rental income, could be pension income, some form of income that you've already worked for and earned, and now it comes in retirement. Then we've got Social Security. Whatever your Social Security is going to be, that's what you get. So you add these 2 columns together, that's what this green column represents, the total of Social Security and other forms of income. And then your blue column represents what you desire to get in retirement. In this example, it's $100,000 in retirement. But if you add the columns across, there's about $70,000 of income coming in for this client. But there's a $100,000 need of what they actually want, which means $30,000 has to come from somewhere. We're either going to sell investments or invest our money in a way that we get paid, which I think is a better route. So what I believe to be the best benchmark for retirement success is whether or not we can provide this income with ever having to sell an investment or at a good or bad point of the market. Because if your money can be invested in a way that you can have all of this coming in regardless of direction of the market, that's a good place to be. Because if there's one thing that drives you and me crazy all the time, it's the roller. This is today in the marketplace. Look at that. That is enough to drive me, it does drive me crazy. If there's one thing that helps me lose sleep, it's that. I've literally set out in my career to help my clients solidify income for the rest of their life, and yet I feel trapped by what this industry helps us measure success on. And yet we've given our clients a way to truly measure success by understanding what their money actually has to earn. And if your money can earn that, then you don't have to worry. So how do you do that? Really quick, let's look. So this is a statement, a hypothetical statement or a sample statement from our custodian, Charles Schwab. And many of you out there, when you log online or you get your statement, the first thing that you do is look at the bottom line. And the bottom line for this person is about $500,000, a little bit more than that. So when they look at it, they're going to go, okay, last month it was 531, this month it's 539. Hey, it's been a good month. I made $9,000, $8,000. Yes, I get it. We all want to make more and more money, but to help you understand whether you're on track for retirement, you have to look a little deeper into the statement. So what we're going to do here is we're going to scroll down to, in this particular one, about page 7, no, page 8. And you're going to see right here in this big gray box, it says total equities. So this is the vast majority of some of our stocks. And what you're going to notice here on the bottom, let's see, on the far right-hand column, if you don't remember anything from this video, remember the far right column. And in the far right column is what is called the estimated annual income. So if you take all of the yields, all of the stock that our portfolio has driven or drives that provides, you're going to find this particular one. It makes $14,500. We've got a few more down here, which is another $11,200. You add those together, it's roughly about $25,000 on this particular portfolio. So we know we're generating $25,000 of annual income right now. And the best part about that is, if you look at your statement, you're going to see nothing but ups and downs in the market. That's just how it is. Unfortunately, I wish we could make money on the value and make income, consistently, and everybody's happy, but that's not the real world. The real world. The real world states there's going to be volatility. So when you look at your statements, don't just look at the balance. Look at the income. And if you look every month, you should see one consistency, that it either stays the same or goes up. Very seldom will you see your estimated annual income go down. It can happen because these dividends aren't guaranteed. But we put our heart and soul into making sure that the stocks that we pick have a consistency of increasing that dividend year in and year out, month in, quarter in, every single time. And you're going to see you should see a consistent increase in that dividend. So when you're trying to figure out if you're having success, right column, folks. Look at your dividend income, your estimated annual income. Look at the consistency of that column and how it increases little by little every single month, and apply that back to what you need in your plan. And again, if you don't have your simplicity plan, call our office, let us know. We'll build one. It's online. You can look at it in the convenience of your home to find out whether or not you are on track for retirement, okay? So hope you enjoyed this bit, benchmarking retirement success. We'll be right back next month.